Sejam todos bem-vindos a mais uma aula de conteúdos aqui pelo VPFI Forever, my friends. I forgot to tell you about the messaging here. But the guy's fast, you see? Yeah. He saw, okay, let me do that too. Okay, it's cool. Well, today we have two new guys here. It's a great night for the guys who are here to speak English, guys. Like, we have Rafael Ziviani. It's one of our new acquisitions here for the 2022 here at VPFI. And by our side, we have two Clinton Davis in there. Clinton Davis is an American nice guy who is learning how to speak Portuguese, right, Clinton?
Sim, eu tento falar pouco de português, mas como disse tu, pouco cada dia seu objetivo será alcançado. Alguma coisa assim.
Que frase linda! Pode ver que foi um sábio pensador que disse ela algum dia de 2010, viu? Muito provavelmente. So, Clinton, check it out, man. Take a look at the background. We have Rapha here, and he spent 10 years of his life living in the United States of America.
Oh, so he's an expert then.
Oh, no. The triangle is ready now. Take a look at who is here, too. Take a look who is here, too. No, I can't believe it. So in fact, he's back to Brazil. He's in Yorkolândia now, but he was there. Man, now it's gonna be Juan, Clinton, and Rapha. Man, what night! And let me tell you guys something. Hey, o Juanzinho já começa a câmera tipo assim, oxi, será que esses caras tá aqui mesmo, meu Deus do céu?
Quem é essa galera aqui?
Cara, pior que...
Quem é esse cara que colocaram no meu lugar?
O cara catou meu emprego, pô.
Substituído.
E assim, cara, é tão novidade que nem o Baby sabia, então...
A fila anda.
É tipo isso,
eu tava...
já dizia.
Eu tive que baixar o zoom aqui nesse PC e aí tal.
O Baby, de vez em quando, dá umas crisinhas dele, ele só para depois das 8 só, você sabe, né, cara?
Jesus, cara, a melhor introdução do mundo, cara, parece tipo aqueles aquelas vozes, assim, sabe, olhando pro celular.
Ó,
tá valendo, galera, tá valendo.
Vou falar algo para vocês que talvez alguns já saibam, mas o Clinton ainda não sabe disso, então, olha só, Clinton, atenção, pratique seu português agora, tá? Quem ficar até o final dessa aula vai estar concorrendo a um sorteio milionário do Pix Ticket, tá? Porque eu geralmente falo isso no final, mas como hoje aqui a Joyce Bueno tá começando hoje aqui com a gente, o Felipe também, acho que a segunda aula dele, ele não participou da última, quem assiste as nossas aulas até o final concorre a um Pix premiado.
$1 billion.
$1 billion, of course. E quem ficar até o final da aula vai ter o nome e a gente vai colocar naquela caixinha que está lá, onde vocês estão vendo, ali, por ali, tá vendo? Tá ali. E aí saberemos quem será o vencedor. Inclusive, a namorada do Juan, também conhecida como Amanda, editora de vídeos do VPFI, também tá concorrendo, viu, Amanda? O Juan não vai ganhar, mas vai que você ganha, né, amiga? Então...
Pix de R$1 milhão.
Exactly. So, man, there are so many celebrities here tonight that I don't know where we should start. I don't know if we should start asking questions to Clinton in Portuguese, if we should start asking questions to Juan about his trip, if we should start talking to Rapha about, man, I'm really lost. I don't know where to go. So,
I'd tell you to flip a coin, but you've said 3 things.
That's a good one, Clinton.
It could be.
No, not whether you got 1 or 2. So how about this? If it's heads, then you'll ask Juan about his trip. If it's tails, you ask Rapha his questions you were going to ask. You see? Perfect. So flip your coin.
You're getting yourself out of the deal. That's not fair.
I think we should start with Clinton.
No, I think we should start with Clinton or Juan because you guys are... Well, you're in the US and Juan is coming from there, which means that you guys are in the land of practicing good English. So I don't know, maybe Juan.
Yeah, what time is it now in the USA, Clinton?
At my house, it's
4
4:19 p.m.
Oh, so it's
4. Oh, because
Yeah.
you're in Florida right now, right?
I live in Western Florida. Now in Orlando or Miami, it's 5:19.
Okay, so it's so early there, right? It's
No,
good.
it's very late in Brazil. You've got it backwards.
It's almost 8 p.m. here in Brazil, man. But it's good.
Mhm.
It's
we're
good.
almost going to bed.
Oh my gosh, I muted Clinton. Wait up, Clinton. Unmute yourself.
And is there,
Wow.
why did you mute
we're-
me? Why did you mute me?
I was-
just shut up.
Why did you invite me if you were just going to
What
tell
have
me
I
to
done?
shut up?
So rude. I invite the guy here to mute him, right?
First-
Come on.
Hey, first-
come to our meeting. Mute.
First
No.
you give me a passcode, then you give me a password I don't know, and then you mute me. That's so rude.
No, man. It's the deal is I was trying to accept a new
Estamos.
member. There was a member there, like accept a new member, and then the member left, and then muted Clinton. It was so sorry, dude. Well,
How
Clinton,
convenient.
I would like you to use your Portuguese a little bit here, and I would like to open like an uncle laughing. What's that, man?
It's like,
I would like to open this moment for Joyce, Amanda, Felipe, Larissa, Denise, Isaac to ask questions for you about the Portuguese language that you are learning or about anything you guys want to know about Clinton Davis, because probably you already consume lots of his videos with me, and it's an opportunity to get to know him a little better, right? So
Yeah.
who feels free? Does anybody have a question there? Oh, you do? You do? Go there, go there.
In fact, the questions in Portuguese or in English?
Well, let's say that Clinton, he can communicate in both languages. So whatever you want.
Okay, no, just to know, I don't have any question right now.
oh my God, bro. Thank you so much. You're acting
Okay.
up so
Do
Are
you
you
need
sure
to,
you didn't want to start with him?
I
Please.
do, I do actually have a question for
Okay,
Clinton.
from here to there then.
So here we go, Clinton. I'm gonna ask that question in English, but it's about the Portuguese learning experience that you're living, right? That you're having
Uh-huh.
now. So I come from Portuguese language, right? And I learned English, and I'm still learning English every day, as Du says, every day, little by little, but every day a little bit, something like that. I have to repeat again, even though it's back there. It only once.
Like a little bit by day,
You
and
know,
your goal will be accomplished.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
So you
yeah.
know, like how it's been your experience, because we know that Portuguese is a way harder language to learn than English, because we have accents, you guys don't, and then we have so many words for, you know, like it's very difficult to learn Portuguese. I believe it's the most difficult from the Latin languages, like French, Italian, like the romantic languages. Portuguese is the most difficult one. How do you feel about it? Like having to like kind of relearn a new alphabet?
So it's probably my experience learning Portuguese was probably different from yours learning English, because I first learned Spanish. So it wasn't until recently that I ever actually started taking classes or anything to learn Portuguese. Like what I started doing was I just started like writing to different people and started reading things. So for me, it was actually, I don't want to say easy, but I don't think it would. I think it was a lot easier since I had the base of another really close language to start off with. So like I wasn't exactly starting from zero. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it definitely does, because English and Spanish and Portuguese are very similar languages. So if you learned Spanish prior to learn Portuguese, then you eventually had some background experience that will help you be able to learn Portuguese right now. So that's awesome.
Yeah, so that my biggest thing has just been, gaining the confidence to speak and, do more than just read and write. Because for years, that was all I could do was read and write. And it's only just recently that I can actually talk a little bit.
Right. So now if anybody, maybe if somebody wants to have a question right now,
I do.
Yes.
I have a good one, but it's gonna be a Portuguese question and you must answer it in Portuguese for me, okay?
Oh, meu Deus, okay.
Oh, meu Deus.
O que você tem achado mais complexo, mais difícil no seu aprendizado de língua portuguesa, Clinton?
Na verdade, eu acho que minha coisa mais difícil é um pouco como o acento, porque eu gosto também, tal como o português do Brasil, como o português de Portugal, então esse acento, eles são muito diferentes entre os países, então para mim é um pouco difícil para diferenciar como fala a gente de Portugal versus a gente de Brasil. E também, eu sempre confundo português e espanhol. Esse é o mais difícil considerar as línguas.
I believe you. I believe you. So, man.
You believe me, so I must have screwed it up bad.
Mas você concorda que quando você tem essa oportunidade de aprender essa língua, né? Você aprende a sua primeira língua, a parte mais difícil já foi. Aí fica fácil você aprender a terceira, a quarta, a quinta, porque você já aprendeu espanhol, você já perdeu aquele medo, você já começou a falar para si mesmo, pô, eu sou capaz, eu consigo. Então, foi aí que você falou, nossa, eu tenho uma vantagem gigantesca comparada a qualquer outro americano que só fala inglês para aprender português, porque eu já aprendi espanhol, e talvez depois você vai e aprenda francês e italiano, e assim vai, porque muitas palavras são similares, então vai só facilitando o aprendizado, né? Não vai ficando mais difícil, pelo contrário, né? Diferente da matemática.
Sim, como aprender uma língua é uma habilidade como qualquer. Então, quando alguém tenta aprender uma língua, depois aprenda como é a melhor forma de aprender língua.
Exato.
Okay.
Clinton, como todos estamos aprendendo aqui, também gostaria da sua resposta em português. Clinton, o que motivou você a aprender o português?
Acho que foi curiosidade. Não, porque você não falava comigo em português. Muito tempo não falando comigo em português. Assim que não venhas.
Fala a verdade para eles, Clinton. Você aprendeu português para vir para o VPFI. Fala a verdade para eles, Clinton.
Bom, eu não vou dizer as coisas falsas. Mas bem, na verdade, é a curiosidade, porque eu gosto muito das línguas e depois de aprender espanhol, para mim foi óbvio que a língua próxima deve ser português e resultou que gosto muito de Brasil e de Portugal.
Tem alguma vontade de vir ou algum plano de vir para o Brasil?
Claro, eu quero passar uma aula lá no VPFI.
No way, really?
If he comes to Brazil and he doesn't spend at least 2 years here, man, he will be in trouble. He will be in trouble. At least 2 decades here. Yeah.
Is that a threat?
Yeah, you bet. You bet it is.
Do you? Well, let me see if I should say that in English or Portuguese. Maybe Portuguese. Você sabe a vantagem financeira que você tem sobre a gente pelo poder do dólar? Que para a gente ir aí é extremamente difícil, mas para você vir aqui é facinho.
Sim, porque os reais... Agora, quantos reais é para $1? Como 5?
I think it's more. It's almost 6.
Almost 6.
No. It dropped down. It dropped down.
Let's check it out.
Check it out right now, please. But it dropped down.
Man, 5. Clinton fala, galera, estou encerrando a call, estou indo para o aeroporto agora.
Sí, es que eu lembro que
Guys,
antes foi
5,
como.
14.
Yeah.
Eu lembro que antes, muitos anos passados, foi como dois.
Ai, que
Eu acho
Oh,
que
but then you're talking about like 30 years ago. It's
No,
like,
not
were
30.
I'm
we
old,
born
damn it.
there?
I
I
mean,
guess 15 years ago. 15
No.
years.
15. Yeah, it was when I was in
No, he was
college that
already
it was
three.
like that.
He was
Yeah.
already three,
Oh.
so.
Now it may have been rising by then, but I very well remember.
Yeah. It's been
Sound
a
like an old
while.
man now.
So let me ask, what do you do in Florida? I used to live in Florida. I have spent some years in there. That's where I learned Spanish. My first contact with the US was in Los Angeles, California. And then I moved to Florida, Miami, specifically. And then I wait tables there for a couple of years. And because there's a lot, it's a giant Spanish community, I ended up learning Spanish there as well. So I remember running away from the hurricane. The last one, I really did. I really did. It's serious. Like the government said, everybody gotta get out of your house and go to another state because here
Oh man,
shit's gonna get
Go to the
down.
mountains.
don't you have balls, man, to stay there and face the
I actually
hurricane?
did. I actually did because I didn't want to spend the money to go to another state.
If you've never passed through a strong hurricane, then you don't know.
He doesn't know how.
Oh, we
Uh-uh.
No.
We passed it through a hurricane yesterday here in Guariba.
No.
That was nothing.
Eu te invito a passar Huracán aqui em Florida. I
Furacão?
invite you.
No, I'm
Huracão,
okay.
sim. Quando lembra que são-
I remember when the government kind of like, made people evacuate from home. I was walking on the street and it was me and me. So it was literally like Resident Evil 5, where it's like you and nobody else, and maybe there's a zombie
I'm a
coming
legend.
out. So, I was like, there's nobody on the street.
Yeah, and what was the weather like during the hurricane since you didn't leave?
Well, prior the hurricane was actually very nice. When it came, everything was dark like apocalypse for 3 nights, and then it went away.
Yeah, it's very weird. The weather will be beautiful right before it, and then you're in hell for a few hours, and then it's gorgeous again. It's the strangest thing.
I know. So so this question that Nene had, you asked actually, I don't know what you're doing there right now, but it's really serious. If you really want, you can come to Brazil and spend 6 months here, and that's gonna be like very easy for you. I believe even to get a visa, it's really easy for you because Brazil have a really good relationship with the United States. So like, there's no reason for you not to get a visa and come over.
I don't know
Yeah.
nowadays, because did you see our president was with Putin, right? Say, hey,
Holy
you're a
crap.
good guy.
Don't worry,
Jesus
don't
Lord.
worry. I believe Brazilians will always be very close to the US and never gonna go to Russia side. We
Yeah.
love America.
You're not that crazy,
We are
right?
Americans. You know what? Like, America is
We-
us.
We hope, one would hope that world's crazy. Who knows what's gonna
I
happen?
know, man. Hopefully it's not gonna happen communism in here. Hopefully. I believe that the US is gonna do something. If the Lula tries to do something like that, the US is gonna come over here and say, no, not here, because Brazil is one of our allies,
Yeah, we like to put our fingers in everyone's business.
I know, right? I know.
Isaac, you
That's
do
a
have
topic for
question.
another day. That is someone
Yes, I
else's.
do. I do.
Okay.
Isaac has a question too. Let's see if it's gonna be in Portuguese or in English.
Oh, no way, man. I'm gonna ask it in English because it is not often we have this opportunity to talk to an American guy,
Yeah, in fact, it's gonna be more
Absolutely.
frequent. Okay, he's gonna be next week's here with us too. I
Oh.
believe the next
No,
week.
not
you will
next
see-
week. I won't be here. I'm getting my hair cut next
No,
week.
but just the next one, right? Hey,
It is just the next. I don't get my hair cut every week, Eduardo.
but man, I'm telling that.
Take it.
So- Okay, thank
Hold
you.
this stone.
I am going to say something that is going to hurt you right now. You look like Juan. Take a look at the camera.
Wow.
Yeah, this guys looks like a brothers.
Yeah,
Oh,
Juan
come
and
on.
Clinton.
Clinton is so
Clinton
a nice
Barbie?
guy. Don't do that.
Clinton, it's gonna
Whatever.
be-
Why don't you take the compliment? Because I know I look fine.
Yeah. It's gonna be Clinton Barbie or Juan Davis. I'm not sure who the one is gonna be, but
Oh,
Clinton
come
has a
on.
question. So, oh, Clinton, no, Isaac has a question. So I won't disturb you anymore. Go there.
All right, all right. First of all, Clinton, it's a pleasure to talk to you, man, because I used to practice my listening with you at VPFI
Awesome.
podcast a lot, you know.
Yeah.
All right. But let me ask you about something about all the learning process of a new idiom, of a new language. All right. Here in Brazil, most people get stuck, you know, when they have to talk to other people in English, and we don't know why, but we just can't talk sometimes when we have to talk. All right. And like it's a mixture of insecurity and fear, and I don't know why, but this happens a lot. And I'd like to know, why do you think this happens? And does this also happen to you guys there in the US when you are trying to learn another language too?
Okay, so I'll start with your first question about why you think that happens. And I think a lot of it does have to do, like you're saying, with insecurity, because think about it. Humans like to compare things. That's what we do. So you're comparing your proficiency in your second language, especially if it is just your second language, to your proficiency in your first. And obviously it's it's not going to be the same. So you're immediately thinking, oh my God, I can't say this concept exactly how I want to, or I can't, I'm not as eloquent as English as I am in Portuguese, whatever the case may be. And so, we start to be afraid, and we start to think more about perfectionism as opposed to, just getting the job done. And I think to get away from that, we need to be more mindful that, think about it. What I always tell my kids, because I teach Spanish in the public school system, is okay, if you hear someone, they're speaking with an accent, what does that tell you? Oh, obviously, they've got a different first language from you. Okay. But did you think down on them or whatever, even though they may have spoken something a little bit wrong? Like, oh, well, no. So then most likely, unless someone's just a jerk and they don't matter anyway, they're not going to bite your head off. And most people are just going to, help you figure out, because people want to be understood and they want to, help you be understood. So to get over it, I think we just have to force ourselves to do it. Like, from whichever lesson, find a way, whether that's, talking to someone in your own class or on the internet, whatever, just to build that confidence. Like, I didn't really have a whole lot of confidence in speaking Portuguese until, I started, until really that episode that I recorded with Eduardo, because I had no idea I could do all of that. And so I think everyone needs to give themselves the opportunity to surprise themselves with what they didn't realize that they already know.
Get it.
Yeah.
Very good. Very
We
smart.
spent 20 minutes speaking Portuguese. I remember that Clinton said after we stopped recording, like, man, I didn't know I was that much like prepared to do something like this. So it's awesome, man. You just did great, right? It was
Yeah, I mean,
unbelievably awesome.
Yeah, and so the more that you do something, the better you get at it. So I mean, if you're afraid to speak English, then that just means that you need to go find some opportunities to speak English.
Totally, bro. Totally. Denise Lam, do you have a question?
Hello, Clinton.
Hello.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Oops. I would like to know, in your opinion, what is the best way to learn a new language?
Well, for me, I think the best thing to do, the most ideal thing to do is just to immerse yourself in the language to an extent. I think balance is good, number one, but number two, also, like I said, build that confidence to make yourself speak, to make yourself interact with other people as soon as you possibly can. Like learn and also learn the phrases that can help you learn from other people, like the phrases of I didn't understand, could you repeat that, what do you call this thing. I would suggest learning those phrases as soon as you can. That way, even in regular conversations, if you don't know how to say something, you can build your vocabulary as you go. Also, I think it's good to, when you're tired, stop. Because they've done the research, there actually is a limit to how much, second language acquisition you can do in a day. So I think that's also important as well. Frequent talking, frequent reading, and when you're tired, stop.
Do you believe that vocabulary is the most important thing, the focus number one that a student must have while learning or trying to master a new language, Clinton?
Yes and no, because I mean, if you don't have vocabulary, you can't say anything. But if you don't have grammar, it will be harder to make yourself understood. Oh no, it's a hard line to walk. It's a very difficult line to walk.
Yeah,
but then adding that on a balance, is it better to say it not as 100% correctly, but say something?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Nothing, right? So
without question. When I say grammar, I mean you still have to know how to put words together to make yourself understood. But okay, I used the wrong preposition here, but you still got me. Okay. I'm not trying to be
like
Paulo
French.
Coelho. I'm trying to, make myself understood.
Or like French people, which are people who refuses to accept your pronunciation. Like if you do not pronounce their French accent perfectly, they will be like, excuse moi, until you pronounce. And then that's, like you said, like they're a jerk. That's very annoying that, you have to keep on trying the same word.
So what language am I allowed to use here? Am I allowed to be PG, or can we go into like an R-rated movie?
Whatever, man. You are the guy. Just
I mean, so if it's then appropriate, that's when you learn how to say "fuck you" to them and move on.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I had an amazing and blessed experience when I lived in the United States, because you guys are awesome. When you mention, like I lived that, when you mention, hey, can you please repeat that? Could you rephrase that with some other words? Can you please speak a little bit slower? Like people will do that. Like Americans are very nice, and they will, if they see that you're trying to learn, they will literally focus and take the time to help you out. They're not jerks. Like it's 1 out of a million, like Donald Trump, I don't know some, but like, like most of you guys give attention to us and help, like teach us how to speak your language. So that's really cool.
Yeah, we definitely try. I think that, brotherhood, for lack of a better term, is a good thing.
Yeah, but we are the best. We are the best in the world. When a gringo, like you come here to Brazil, and you say, "Men querer beber água de coco," we get to you, né? Pega você no colo, leva você na água de coco, dá na sua boquinha, faz assim, tudo bem, gringuinho? Tá tudo bem?
We take care of you, we like you, we're gonna treat you well.
Well, no, we are gonna treat you like a celebrity, like the king of Brazil,
So people love gringos here. They go to you and be like, hey, can I take a picture with you? Just like if you would be in Hollywood.
Yeah, dude. For sure. I was on the beach on my vacation in January, and I went to a restaurant, me, Luana, and Danilo, my brother, to Amsterdam. And we entered in this restaurant speaking only in English. Man, the waiters, they look at us like, oh my gosh,
They are rich.
oh my gosh, American,
They got money.
American. And then the guy came, chama o Gerson. And then came a guy, okay. There was a guy there, he could barely speak in English, but he was the only one who could speak in English with us. Man, the guy, he served our table there, and he was walking in the restaurant like this. I am the guy.
Yeah. So full of himself.
Man, like, dude, it was unbelievable. I told Luana and Danilo, man, we are going home. We are not going to tell that we are Brazilians. And this guy, he will have had the best day of his life.
But then,
And for the other guys will say, man, o Gerson é foda, velho. Domingo aqui, o Gerson atendeu os caras, não. Entendeu?
But then we have a big problem here, Clinton, because then here in Brazil, we only tip 10%. So then he probably tipped the waiter 10% when he was expecting for 20. Then he got that he's Brazilian. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, the Americans guy get 20%?
Yes.
20% of the bill?
No.
Yes.
Really, Americans like Clinton, they actually give 25
They do.
to 30%
Or more.
Americans are.
It's
freaking
horrendous because we
amazing.
don't pay people well here. We have to subsidize the wait staff. And
Americans are freaking amazing. When I used it to see a table and they were Americans, I was like, yes, yes.
I made my night.
Even if I suck on my waiting table, I got the tip from Americans. But then a Brazilian comes in and they want to give me $5, and I'm like, what? You coming to Disney? And you're gonna leave me $5? No, come here, Brazilian. And then I speak then in Portuguese. Hey, you have to tip 20% here. And they're like, oh, okay. I'm
You
like,
didn't know, now you do.
money.
Now you do.
You didn't know, now you do.
Mas cuidado.
yeah, and now that I
But
know, I
then-
know
no,
what
no,
I'm
no,
going to
but
tip
they don't
Brazil.
know.
Não, cuidado com as pausas na hora que você tava falando. Even when I suck. And I said,
I said a bad word, I am sorry. Oh, Clinton got me. That says, oh, right here, guys. Right here.
Not that
No,
kind of
okay,
sucking, Eduardo. They'll get your head out the gutter.
Yeah, no, but Clinton, it was a dramatic pause. Even when I suck at a table.
You see how much you speak and you do.
How old are you, Eduardo, again?
No.
Did you
You're
know
worse than my
me-
teenager.
Me and Eduardo, we study at school when we are like 5 years old.
A long time
We
ago.
studied together for like a whole lifetime. Like we know each other from city because our city is like an egg, size of an egg. And then this guy too, he saw me like being like born.
Man,
No, come on.
You're not that
You
old.
watch-
He's a dinosaur.
watched
He's a
him
dinosaur.
emerge
He
from
saw
the woods.
everyone growing up.
Who? Baby saw.
I
Baby
have
was
a-
part
Yeah,
of
Baby
the
saw.
Noah's Ark.
He's a dinosaur.
I think
Sabe o que eu tô
Larissa
falando?
is trying to say something, guys. Larissa.
Dá pra escutar o que eu tô falando?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Ah. Porque não fica amarelo aqui, não fica o verde aqui. Eu pensava que não tava saindo o áudio. Não dá pra escutar.
Saiu. Você não tava falando assim, fuck you guys, fuck you, né? Tava ouvindo aqui no-
Aye.
No, I have a history about this of tips of green. How say gringos in English?
You'd say
no,
you'd
that's-
use the same word.
You don't use the same word?
No, they use the same word. So like we
Yeah.
are gringos for them, but we
No,
don't.
no. Gringo is just the U.S. people from anyone from Central and South America.
Oh, so
That
if
only
you're-
goes one way.
So if you're from Florida and somebody's coming from California, they're a gringo.
No.
Wait.
What are you trying to say?
Could you please explain it again? What does that gringo means to you?
Para mí, a gringo is just anyone from the U.S., but the only people who use that term are people from Central and South America.
Really? I didn't know that because gringo is a term that we use here to kind of like
A
define
foreigner.
you guys from like anybody that's from abroad is a gringo, but then we use
Foreigner.
it for like Former, yes.
Foreigner, I
Interesting, because like I know for a lot of Spanish speaking countries, it's just for the US. Because I asked, my spouse is Venezuelan, and I was like, are Canadians gringos as well? He's like, no, just from the US.
I mean, for us as well, we are not gonna go like somebody coming from Venezuela or Chile or Uruguay, a gringo, because they're Latin. So
but we will. In Brazil? Oh,
you
yeah.
think so?
Even if they are from anywhere.
I just
Brazil?
think
Não,
American.
não,
But say,
Não
I think
muito.
Larissa wanted to say her.
Yeah, I'm sorry, we got distracted. Yes, okay.
Ai, eu queria tentar falar inglês, sendo que eu demoro muito para falar, mas eu tenho uma história nessa questão de gringos eles darem mais gorjeta. Eu trabalhei esse final do ano como garçonete em São Miguel do Gostoso, que é uma cidade turística aqui, e brasileiro, ele realmente é muito difícil dar gorjeta, muito difícil. Agora, quando chega o gringo, assim que você vai atender a mesa, eles já estão dando aqui, olha aqui, ó, uma gorjeta para você. Tipo, você vai atender, ele já dá o dinheiro para você, e no final ainda dá. Agora, brasileiro, ele só paga uns 10%. E olhe lá. Agora, gringo, ele pega. Ele, gostei muito e tudo. Agora, brasileiro já é uma dificuldade.
Como que chama a cidade que você trabalhou?
São Miguel do Gostoso.
É
Eu
São
trabalho lá
Miguel
todo
do...
final de semana.
Do gostoso?
É São Miguel do Gostoso mesmo?
Tudo isso.
São Miguel do Gostoso.
Quem nasce em São Miguel do Gostoso é o quê?
Gostosão.
Gostosense, se eu não me engano.
Gostosense, né, Gil?
Miguelão.
São Miguel do Gostoso,
Quem
que
nasce
da
em São
hora.
Miguel do Gostoso é delicioso.
Eu fiquei pensando nisso e depois eu falei, caramba, São Miguel do
É gostosoense, se eu não me engano.
Clinton, have you been? Você já foi para partes que nem Miami, Orlando, Boca Raton, Fort Lauderdale?
Sou Orlando.
Só Orlando?
Sim.
E você já viajou bastante pelos Estados Unidos?
Um pouco. É que mais quando foi um menino muito pequeno, mas quando sou adulto, não. Eu quero viajar mais. Eu vou dizer assim.
Você deveria, porque nos Estados Unidos e na Europa é o lugar mais fácil de viajar no mundo, né? O trem, a passagem de trem, a passagem de avião é muito barato, né? Você consegue ir de um lado do país do outro por $60, $100. E aqui no Brasil, se você quiser cruzar o país, é mais fácil ir para a Europa do que ir para Rio Grande do Sul.
Aqui no Brasil é continental, né?
Mas eu vou a DC no final de fevereiro.
Eu fui para DC uma vez quando eu estava em Nova York, e aí eu tinha visto no Google Maps que eu estava pertinho de DC. Aí eu falei, nossa, é 3 horas de ônibus. Aí eu fui não sei se você já foi para Nova York, eu fui lá na Grand Central Terminal or Grand Central
Station.
Yes, I've been there. I got a bus going to DC. And, eu fui de manhã para Washington, eu conheci a Casa Branca, o obelisco, os monumentos, os prédios, o monumento do Abraham Lincoln. Não tinha dinheiro para pegar um hotel lá, então à noite eu peguei um ônibus voltando para Nova York e dormi no ônibus. Então, tipo assim, eu gastei $50 para conhecer Washington DC. Mas conheci.
E dormiu no busão.
E dormi no busão. Você não faria o mesmo?
Eu acho que eu ia me fingir de mendigo e compartilhar um espaço lá com algum homeless, sabe?
That's Clinton, when I was poor in the US, I was a rich poor because there was a time of my life that I was, because in the US, guys, let me explain you. Here in Brazil, Clinton, so I want to speak English because I want to help these guys, but then I want to speak Portuguese because I want to help Clinton. I'm so confused.
Português, pois.
Ok, so aqui no Brasil, Clinton, a gente dá um jeitinho em tudo. Então, vamos supor que a Denise tem uma casa para alugar. Aí ela fala assim, você tem que pagar 2 meses, o primeiro e o último. Aí eu converso com a Janinha e falo, Denise, eu tô aqui meio quebrado, não tem como você deixar um mês só? Aí ela deixa. Então, a gente deu um jeitinho nesse segundo mês. Nos Estados Unidos, não tem como fazer isso. Você tem que pagar o primeiro mês, o segundo e o terceiro, né? Que é o depósito, o primeiro e o último mês do aluguel, né? Quando eu não conseguia ficar num lugar, né? Não conseguia pagar o aluguel, tinha que ficar em algum lugar, eu dormia no carro. Só que eu dormia no carro em Beverly Hills, ou senão eu ia em Miami, na avenida principal, eu sempre estava no luxo.
Pobre
Mesmo
mais rico dos
pobre
Estados Unidos.
e na rua e sem onde morar, eu ficava no bairro chique, que eu falei, eu já tô pobre, não quero ficar no meio de pobre, então eu ia no bairro do rico. Você entendeu?
Cara,
Pra ver se me
olha
alegrava
só.
um pouquinho, e dava certo, porque eu saía daquela situação, entendeu?
Cara, fantástico. Isso que você me deu uma ideia.
É.
Tipo, se um dia eu perder minha casa, eu vou falar, Rafa, entra no carro aí, vamos lá no Morada do Sol,
É.
e a gente dorme tudo lá.
É,
e
você
tá.
mora num bairro que tem rico. Se você for morar perto de pobre, você vai desanimar.
Cara,
Aí você fica mais ferrado ainda, cara.
não,
Eita.
olha.
Também se alguém tem uma membresia, como seria? Membresia?
Quê?
Membresia, you mean
Like a
membership?
membership? Yeah.
Membership? No, that would be like a associação, but we don't use that
Ai,
word.
não.
You just say you're
Bueno,
a member. You just say you're a member of
Se
something.
alguém pode ter uma disso para uma academia, pode ter banho e água em todos os Estados Unidos.
24 hours fitness, LA
Uh-huh.
fitness. I
Assim.
did that. I
But you
did
took a
that
shower there.
at the gym.
Yeah, and
Every
you
day.
were all clean again.
I've been
E
in
também
the
você pode lavar as roupas lá. Você pode ver.
Here in Brazil, we don't have that. But in the US, you put like the $1 coin, and then you wash your clothes, and it comes out dry. And then here we are poor, so we do on the sol, on the varal,
Mhm.
On the
On the-
clothesline.
clothesline. You
Yeah.
see, we are so poor, I don't even know the word for that. No, but I'm just joking. We are not that poor. We are a
Yeah,
good
the
country. We're
clothes-
an amazing
I
country.
have a
The clothes get
Yeah.
really clean because they get sunlight.
I have two.
I have
And
three. I have
my
three.
parents
I
and
love
grandparents
the
used to use a clothesline like that.
Nah.
They get. I heard they kill more bacteria because the sunlight is really warm. So I believe.
Yeah, it's actually
Poor
better for your
explanation.
stuff.
Poor explanation it is. Ah, eu faço isso porque é mais saudável.
Ó,
tá?
eu queria escutar uma perguntinha do Juan, cara, que tá com a cabeça torta faz 40 minutos ali,
A
cara.
Amanda tá cutucando ele falando.
I'm so curious about
Juan,
something.
fala com
Ele
eles.
tá assim,
I
cara.
have
ele
to
tá
ask
com
Juan
40
something.
Vai acabar a
Yeah.
call, aí a Amanda vai falar assim, Juan, você não sabe inglês de verdade, mas você tá entendendo, né? Tipo,
Só Simone.
Guys, I only want to tell, like, I won't say anything now about my trip because I recorded everything and it's going to be a very good content on the platform. Okay, I just need to edit
Just
it
let me know. Are
but-
you still in jail?
in jail.
Never mind, he's not my
Heard that
brother
you
anymore.
had some troubles at the customs or something.
No, yeah. I had some problems there, but no problem. But it's
What did
gonna
you
be
brought,
like
the
a
fruit?
mini series about my trip on the United States with the Disney parks and things like that. So it's gonna be very good. Okay.
Yeah.
So I won't do any spoiler here, okay? Any spoiler. I'm thinking about do some videos
Right.
explaining things to things that I didn't know about the US and the way they live, but it's gonna be very good, okay?
I am
And,
expecting
like,
for that.
Right.
We got so interested in Clinton here, and I hope he come another time too, like after the haircut, okay?
Yeah.
You can come again because it's gonna be very good to ask you some other billions of questions and things like that.
Clinton
Yeah,
will get
absolutely.
back. Clinton will get back as Isaac, the same hairstyle.
Yeah,
It's
that's mine, bro.
completely
Not
Let's
as,
do it.
not
Do
quite
it.
as extreme.
Oh
it.
man, it's gonna
Oh,
be
you're
nice.
going to save with shampoo.
See, it's a good thing.
That's what, yeah, that's what I hear. But no, I want a little bit of something. This is just too much. Like I wake up and it
Check
hurts
it
to
out.
brush it.
Check it out. It's 3 minutes to 8. It's time for us to know who is gonna be the new millionaire. It's time for the Pig's Ticket winner. So you guys are gonna participate right now. Baby is gonna take a single ticket. I'm gonna get another one, and Half is going to get another one. And you guys are gonna vote which one is gonna be the winner. Okay, so get yours. Let's see who is gonna be the winner now. Let me get it. It's a lot of papers here. Don't show to anybody, Rafa.
Wait, I don't see.
Okay.
Don't show it to anyone, but you're about to announce it to the whole world.
Yeah, sure.
Se o Clinton
Não.
ganhar, ele vai ganhar R$1. E o prêmio é de R$1 milhão. Ele vai ganhar $1. Ele vai ganhar $1.
Come on. Well, if you want me, vote 2. If you want him, vote 1. And if you want him, vote 3. So make your votes, please, guys.
Oh my God, how am I supposed to pick?
Denise voted for me. Thank you, Denise.
3.
I'm gonna vote
the
for
number one.
Rafa
Pick the
because I've
number one.
never, I haven't got to talk to him
3
before.
votos
Pick the
pro
number
Rafa, 1 voto pro Baby, ninguém votou pra mim. Beleza, galera, tudo bem. O Felipe não tá nem votando ali. Ah, valeu, Felipe. Eu já ia tirar sua nota na prova, rapaz. Muito bem, então. Mas e aí, Juanzinho, pra quem vai a voto da Amanda aí?
Ah, eu voto também?
Não, a Amanda, né? Senão você vai roubar.
Ah, a Amanda é funcionária também, e aí?
Não, a Amanda, ela é recente, ela pode ainda ganhar o
Então, vota aí. Quem você
Vota aí,
quer?
Amanda. 1, 2 ou 3?
1.
É?
2 votos 1, 3 votos 3 e 1 voto 2. Então,
Ganhei.
É.
Juntamente com a
mas não
primeira.
vale não.
Peraí.
Calma.
Apaga a luzinha.
Agora a
lá,
gente vai
turn off the
mostrar.
light.
A gente vai mostrar quem
Suspense.
quase foi o milionário.
Suspense.
O Baby
tá.
vai mostrar quem que ganharia ali no dele, entendeu? Quem é?
Ainda tem essa maldade, né?
Ei,
Eu não, Léo.
Felipe, olha.
Felipe perdeu.
Cara, você ia poder comprar aquele Play 5
Mas
que você
pelo
tanto
menos
quer, hein?
pegaram você no
Já-
papel, Felipe. Pelo menos você
Já
tava
é
nos
uma boa.
concorrentes.
Deixa eu ver aqui, ó. Olha quem tava aqui que ia ficar o novo milionário. Laricinha. Ei, vota pra ele. Vota pra ele, tá vendo? É isso. Agora vamos. Faz um mistério aí, cara.
Eu acredito que a pessoa que ganhou deve ganhar porque ela acreditou em mim, votando em mim, assim que deu a votação, então ela já
Ai,
levantou
ai,
a mão
ai,
e
ai,
votou
ai.
em mim, então ela...
Quem é? Denise Lime?
Denise!
Aê!
Hey!
Você ganhou, Denise, você votou
Deus,
na
eu tô
pessoa
emocionada.
certa.
Denise,
Tá
o problema era o
emocionado,
Juan,
tá
então.
vendo?
O problema era o Juan,
emocionado.
então, viu?
Mas, Denise, você é aquele tipo de pessoa que nunca
Foi
ganha
só tirar
nada
o
igual eu nunca ganho
Nunca
nada.
ganho nada.
Nunca
Nunca
ganho
ganho
nada.
nada. Eu tô achando que eu não vou receber esse Pix aí, viu? Porque sempre acontece alguma coisa comigo.
Olha, que
Eu nunca
momento lindo.
ganho.
Agora todo mundo faz cara de bonito, cara de beleza para nós fazer a foto de conclusão de aula, galera. Então vai lá, ó. Cadê, Felipe? Sua cara aí, ó. Aí, ó. Ah lá, peraí. 3, 2, 1. Deixa eu ver se ficou boa. Não se movam, não se movam. Vou mandar lá no grupo. Peraí. Nossa, quanta conversa, meu Deus. Peraí. Ai, vocês
Tá
ficou
ótimo.
lindo, galera. Congratulations! Espero que vocês tenham gostado dessa nossa aulinha. Foi a primeira de muitas outras que o Clinton vai estar aqui. Ele só não vai estar na próxima porque vai cortar o cabelo, mas ele falou que vai ligar o celular lá pra gente acompanhar o corte dele, né? E na próxima aula tem muito mais em inglês aqui no VPFI. Beleza, galera? So, have a great one, everybody.
Próximo episódio é o Clinton se tornando careca.
Verdade. Bye, bye, my friends. Have a great
Bye,
one.
bye.
Great night.
É.
Bye.
Boa noite.
Good night.
Good night.